There's some weird glitch with the video intro. Hi, everybody. I'm going to have to look into that. I'm happy to welcome all of you, and I'm so happy to welcome Pixie, the Soul Reader, back. It's wonderful to read with you, Pixie. And hang on for just a second. You know you're muted. It's okay. Yeah, you're still muted. I didn't mute you. It wasn't me, honest.
Again, but it
Ah,
still
there we
sounds
go.
okay. Technical
There,
difficulties.
there we go. Technical difficulties.
Yep.
And we're going to be using the flying fickle finger of fate today. Um,
Ooh,
and
interesting.
yes. And so how we're going to do it is we're going to, hang on, here we go. Um, Type in hashtag me for a reading. And
Mm.
okay, am I freezing again? It's not cool. Hang on, let me
It's,
just go check my settings.
it's kind of just not freezing, but delayed a little tiny bit.
Yeah, there's a lag. Okay, let's see if this works. I just adjusted my
I
camera
don't know what's
settings.
going on with
Okay.
tech.
Hmm?
I said tech's been crazy for the last like about a week, maybe even a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Um, so yes, so type in hashtag me if you want a reading. What we'll do is we'll pick them three at a time, and
Ooh.
so when you hear your name called, um, please type in your question, and I will do my best to keep an eye on it. Is it easier to do names on a laptop? I don't know what you mean, Maria. I'm not sure if you can use the giveaway tool on an iPad. I'm not sure
Mm.
because I haven't tried it. I know that there are some, or a tablet. I shouldn't say iPad, but on a tablet, whether it's iPad or any other, I don't know. And I'm pretty sure you can't do it on a phone. Haven't tried. Wouldn't want to.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I do all of my lives from my 5-year-old Chromebook. uh,
Yeah, but you know it. It's like if they give you a new laptop, you'd be like, "Oh, great! I got to figure all this stuff out."
yeah, it would take me a month to get up to speed on it, but um, so yeah, um, that's what we're doing today. That's how we're going to do it, and I think that's how I'm going to do it going forward because it's much
Mm.
fairer to everyone, and
Yeah,
so
that
it's
makes sense.
much better for the audience.
Mhm.
Like you don't have to show up half an hour early just to make sure that you get a question
Got a
in.
question. Yeah, that makes sense.
And it was really frustrating. I mean, it's sort of flattering, but it's also really frustrating when the questions fill up
Mm.
at 5 minutes past the start of the
Yeah,
show. So, yeah,
you don't want
yeah,
people to
well,
be so discouraged. They're going, "I'm not even going to try." You
yeah,
don't want.
exactly. And they leave, and um, oh, shenanigans! Hi, welcome, and
Right.
welcome to
Bora Bora.
everybody. Bora Bora's
Oh,
here,
maned unicorn. I
and
haven't seen that name. That's
that's
interesting.
Jacqueline. That's Jacqueline.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. And let's see who else.
Thing is, it doesn't show the whole
I'm
name. Hi,
here.
Sam.
And Purple Elephant H, hi, welcome. Tamer, welcome. Um,
We got
j-
Cheryl Pamela Bachelor.
oh,
Mm.
Pamela Bachelor's here. Hi, Pamela.
I
Yes,
love her picture.
it's wonderful, isn't it?
Making me
Brina's
laugh. Yeah.
here. Delphi Ross, and of course, the wonderful Diane G. Yes, it's 4F Day, flying fickle finger of fate.
Hi, Diane.
Yeah, just make sure you watch which finger you use when you raise that hand.
Yeah, really.
There are,
Accidents happen.
yes,
That's what somebody would say. It was an accident. I didn't mean to do it.
Oh, Maruta, hello. Welcome to everyone. It's wonderful to see you here. So we currently have 11 entries in the giveaway tool.
That was fast.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, yeah. Brenda T, welcome. Hello, Amanda Carroll.
Oh, did
Okay,
someone say? And then it just on all I can
yeah,
see is say she
shenanigans.
dot dot dot. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Did someone say shenanigans? Yeah,
Yeah, it
um,
cuts it off, which is kind of hard
I
for
know, I know, I
that's
know.
nice. Standing
That's
in the
okay.
light.
That's
That's a
okay,
pretty
Maria.
name.
You're welcome here. You're
Ooh,
welcome here always.
how do you
Um,
pronounce it?
Tamer Kanpolat.
Tampolat?
Tamer Kanpolat is from Turkey, I believe.
Oh,
Uh,
interesting.
yes, and
Uh-oh.
so I'm thrilled to
Hey,
have
Bear.
people here from all over the world. Um, I'm looking. Oh, I know where it is. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, so I want to tell you
Be
guys.
kind to yourself. Be kind.
I want to tell you about two gifts I received this week on the same day. It was awesome. The first is a gift that I got for myself, okay? And it's the oh,
Ooh.
I've been keeping them close by. Oh, here, no, that's not it.
Hi, Miss
Oops.
Wanda.
She's in a fluff now. I don't know. I'm moving too much. I don't
Oh,
know. She's in a fluff, so
she's
I'm
like, what
just
is
gonna.
going on?
Yes, mom's moving. What are we
What's with the
doing?
turbulence all of a sudden?
Uh, okay, so what I got, there was two things, and I can't find either of them now. Oh my goodness, goodness, goodness. Oh, here it is, next to me, right next to me. I was almost sitting on it. The first thing is the Botanical Dreams Oracle,
That's
and
pretty.
it is beautiful. It's the same creator who did the Mystical Moments Oracle and Tarot, which, as you all
Mm,
know, is very close to my heart. And this Oracle deck is in very much the same vein.
same
Okay,
artwork. Oh, it's like whims.
same kind of
Is
work.
it
It's a
fairyland stuff?
mushroom. Yeah, well, Botanical Dreams. It's like
Pretty.
it's very, very pretty, and it's also very weird, which, as you all know, Queen
Oh,
of Weird, of course. Look at this self-support. Anyway, so the other gift that I got was from Gerald.
oh, nice.
He sent me the Witch's Wisdom Tarot, which I'm discovering has been out for 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I don't have it next to me is because it's under my pillow because I slept
Oh,
with it.
you're personalizing it. Yeah.
And um, it's a very, again, very beautiful and very weird deck.
You put
Um,
your woo stamp on it.
I put my stamp of moo. Yes. Uh, the um, the uh, the witch's wisdom. I'm just diving into it now. Um, I haven't even read the book all the way through, but it was created in such an amazing way. The creator is Phyllis Curott, and the artist is Danielle. I forget her last name. I'm so sorry.
Mm.
Um,
I like it
both
when they give credit to the artists, too.
Yeah.
It's kind of,
Well, the
especially with
artist is
AI nowadays, it's kind of nice to actually.
well. This artist is also a witch. They're both witches. Oh, Danielle Barlow. Thank you, Pamela.
Delphi, she does have Amazon. I'm pretty sure the link
Yeah, I
is
do
it the
have
link
Amazon. I
in
have
your
an Amazon wish
description?
list. Yeah, in
Yeah,
the show notes, in the
that's what I
description, there's
saw.
an Amazon wish list. Yeah. Um, the the Witch's Wisdom Tarot is interesting. Well, for one thing, the art is in it's watercolor, and it's my favorite kind of watercolor. It's kind of old fashioned and very layered and so kind of blotchy looking. It
I like
doesn't look
watercolor.
to me.
Yeah.
Oh, me too. Meat. It is the well. Anyway, um, is the one most likely to grab me by the heart and just shake, you know?
Yep.
Um, and so she's a wonderful artist. And how the deck was created, because I've been watching YouTube videos and interviews and stuff like this, how the deck was created was through shamanic journeying by both these women.
Oh,
They did
nice.
journeys for every
Together.
single card, well,
Nice.
separately, but on the same
Oh,
card.
nice.
You know, because one of them lives in
Right.
England and the other one lives in America. So they couldn't like do them. There's a 6 hour, 8 hour time difference. So they couldn't do them together, but each would journey on a card, and then the other would journey on a card, and on the same card, and they would, you know, validate and consolidate and
Nice.
work together. It took
That would have been
like
fun. I think
it
that would
took
have been
2
fun.
years. Amazing creative process. Amazing creative process. And I'm loving the deck. It's so, I don't know, it just sits in my heart, you know? I think it's
Feel
going, I think
kind of
it's
feels
going,
soft and ethereal
which is
almost.
wisdom. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It's very light, but it's, yeah, anyway, it just sits in my heart. It's really, really nice. The, the major arcana are backwards from the I shouldn't say that. The order of the major arcana is reversed. And again, this is at the instruction of their spirit guides, okay? And
Right.
the beings that they encountered on their journeys. So it starts with the world and ends with the fool, which in that deck it's the council of all beings.
Right.
And or sorry, no, the last card is 0, and that's the pilgrim, which is the fool, and the first card is the council of all beings. I'm telling you, it is just the most, or no, I'm sure I've got that wrong. I'm sure it's not. I don't have it with me. I'm sorry. I'm saying
All right.
something wrong. Don't listen
It's
to me.
resting for us a debut.
It is a truly um, mind blowing deck. Okay, it is. It's yeah, it might become my second favorite child because I'm never going to let go of what we've forgotten.
I was lucky. I bought some was it Doreen Virtue before she, jumped off the boat. But I got a bunch of
Oh,
her cars when they were
fell
marked
off the
way
wagon.
down. So I
Yeah.
have quite a few of them. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
good for you, because they're hard to obtain now,
yeah,
apparently.
they're
You know.
collectible.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
so expensive, but good for you. And do you like them? I've been wondering about those decks.
Well, I really like the fairies, obviously, deck.
Oh, yeah, me too.
But yeah, I do
Oh,
like it. I take it. It kind of like how your cards call to you and tell you this deck, not that one, or. And I have some of Colette's cards.
yeah.
I have a signed deck from her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I took a class in Boulder with her and Deborah Silverman, I think it was.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
pretty little town. I don't know if I could live there full time, but it's pretty.
cool. Okay. Well, anyway, enough with the chat. Let me check
Yep.
to see how many, yeah, so we're
Or,
just
or,
going to change the
or,
subject, just, in my
yeah.
usual, very suave and you know, smooth transition here. Yeah, we're doing something else now.
It's called flexibility.
It's called Be Wanda. Okay.
Oh, poor Wanda.
She just bites and leaves. She doesn't care. She does not care. Okay, we're going
The
to
queen.
start with the giveaway tool, and just let me get set up with my
Hi,
idiot
Leah.
media assets.
Ooh,
Hold on.
mango unicorn. Look at all those nice berries, mushrooms. Ooh, I'm going to answer Leah's question real quick. She asked if she couldn't find my candles because I don't have one yet. I'm in the middle of a big move.
What?
she asked for my channel or she couldn't find it. And I just trying to tell her I'm in the middle of a big move and I've got a lot on my plate. And I do not want to start a channel right at the moment because I got to get this other big
Okay.
project out of my way.
Yeah, yeah.
Downsizing.
Okay. So, Brina, you're our first tribute today. Um, first of all, are you still here? And secondly, please start typing in your question, and I'll draw for the second person. Okay. Oh wait, we got to have the music. Where are my dancing poodles? Oh, I know, I know. Okay, there we go. Here we go.
Thank you, Leah. Polka music, all right. Haven't heard that in a long time.
Dear us, I got that time just about right that time. Delphi, I'm pretty sure you're still here.
Pretty
Uh,
flowers.
oh, there
I
we
know, I
go.
want to dance too. I haven't heard polka in a very long time.
Okay. Okay, now we're going to do something different again.
Sounds.
What? Stop, stop, stop. Okay. Oh, stop, stop, stop.
Ugh.
Maria, I know.
Give me a
Well, if you can't
present.
have fun, what the heck? I have to flip back and forth between screens, and it's a little confusing sometimes. My cursor's not in the right
Well,
place, and
that
instead
one
of hitting
reminded me of like
pause,
an
I
old
hit.
fashioned carnival, where they used to have the big
Yeah, yeah,
tents.
yeah, yeah. Well, that was the whole point. That was the
Mm-hmm.
whole point. Gerald found those for me.
Oh,
He said,
did
"What
he?
kind of music do you want?" Yeah, and I said, "Circus music."
Creative man. Creative.
Oh, well, he knows where all those things are hidden. So I'm going to have to. I want to get some more selections, and so I'm going to have to ask him uh, to help me find them for myself because I don't know. Do you think it would be fun to have um, like an old fashioned Viennese waltz? Okay.
Yeah, I like those. I always thought it'd be
Um,
fun to go to Vienna.
Kim wants popcorn.
She wanted a pretzel too. I was like, ooh, I haven't had one of those in a while.
Okay, that's hilarious. Yeah, German. Oh, she's craving popcorn. I'm craving a beer.
German beer fest, yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
please put in your questions, Brina and Delphi. And oh, here's Brina's question. I got you, Brina. I'm looking for Delphi's question, and Maria has Perfect Health's question. So if your name is called, get ready to start typing, okay?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Wanda has absolutely no guile. She just wants what she wants and has absolutely no shame about anything. She will poop on anybody's shoulder. Well, she won't sit on anybody's shoulder, I'll tell you that much. But any shoulder she sits on, okay, let's see. I'm still waiting for, okay, here's Maria's question. Now, Delphi, are you still here, darling? Oh, sorry, that's way too familiar. And Kim says she's got
He's ready
alcohol
to
problems.
organize the party already.
I'm a tequila girl. I hate admitting it because, oh, oh, how interesting. Well, that's not really an Akashic Records question, but you know what?
Oh, another hamburger.
Okay, Maria, now I've got two questions from you. One is about uh oh, that wasn't a question. I'm sorry. Okay, I see. Okay, all right. And these potential lives, what potential lives, darling? Oh, I've been talking to my friend Brenda, and you can tell because I'm calling everybody darling. Yeah, yeah, Jacqueline. I haven't had any tequila for like a year.
Yeah, I
In
like it.
fact,
I can. Some people can't drink tequila. It makes them, kind of
I
aggressive.
know.
It's like I think it's just a chemical,
Oh, I see.
allergy of some kind. I like both. I like whiskey too, but it's got to be good.
I don't like whiskey. Well, not straight anyway. I love a whiskey sour. Okay,
Mm.
no, I've got your question is actually two parts, Maria, and I've got it. Okay, so let's start with Brina. Oh,
Oh.
we didn't even talk about this, Pixie. Do you want to do one and I'll do the other? Or do we want to both read on the
I mean, I can,
same?
if anything
Because
like
can you see the
rushes in for some reason because they want to say something, and then I'll come in at the
yeah,
end.
okay. Yeah, well, you're welcome to jump in anytime. Brina wants to know, did she have a past life during World War II? Okay. Play Love Remember. Um, we're doing the giveaway tool today. So if you want a reading, please type in hashtag me and and then the give will this is our first group of three, so the giveaway tool will choose at least two more groups of three. So please, well, that means of course you have to stick around to see if you're picked. But yeah, it's one way to retain audience.
Interesting. Are you
But
getting anything on Brina? Are you going first, or am I going first, or what are we? What
yeah,
are we
I don't know.
doing?
I was
Discombobulated today.
yeah, I am
Diane's
very.
asking you to open the records.
Oh God, Diane, thank you so much. I'm discombobulated today too, clearly. Okay, everybody, 3 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouths. You know the drill. You don't need me to teach you to breathe. Hold it at the top. So, we are surrounded by the pure white light of divine source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us, and we call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic Records masters to assist us now to receive information of the highest truth, highest frequency of light and love, allowing us to receive exactly what we need for our greatest good and the
Okay.
greatest good of humanity. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Do you have any water? Oh, good. Okay. I got something on Brina.
Wait,
Which
wait,
part?
wait, wait. Not
You
finished.
going?
Haven't opened them. Haven't finished. Not
Oh, okay.
finished.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. We open ourselves to the light. And with this light, we open ourselves to our truth. And with this light, we open ourselves to our soul's purpose. And with this light, we open ourselves to be guided towards our highest good and the highest good of all in divine love. And so this group, consisting of the people here now, those who come in later, and those who will watch replay, is given the truth to best serve them on their healing journey into the love and acceptance that is most beneficial for them in this moment. And I'll read that silently. And with this light and guidance, we unlock the energy fields of this group to receive the records of their soul. Thank you, Diane. You saved my skin. If you're getting something, you go right ahead.
I got immediately World War One, which was like, no, what, 1917, I think. I see,
1914 to
I,
1918.
yeah, I don't, that's the year I got though. I got 1970. I
Oh,
see that.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm
I
sorry. I'm
misunderstood.
seeing the helmet, the helmets that they wore, the uniform. You were male. You were young too. You were in a rush to serve. You were very proud to serve your country. Very proud. But you were so young, you had no idea what you were going to encounter once you got there. I've got full body chills as I'm talking to you about it. Um, excuse me. The mustard gas was really bad, and you got gassed once. You kind of, were on the very end of the gas cloud, so it wasn't too bad the first time around. Although it was pretty rough in the trenches. I'm trying not to see too much of that. But the second time, it came down right on top of you. Um, ugh, sorry, I can feel it in my chest. So hold on, let me clear it. Um, so you were taken to the field hospital and you had to go home. So they took you home and you went into a care facility for the soldiers. And you were there, I want to say 2 years because you were so sick. You weren't married. You didn't really have, a significant other, girlfriend even. You were too young, really, for that. Uh, so then I see you moving from that facility. It was a large brick building with a lot of rooms in it, a lot of windows, like a big facility, like a hospital almost, but full of veterans. And then you got a chance to move, and they moved you onto the country. And you worked on being able to walk um, more than about, I want to say 30 feet. So you worked, it was a rehab center to try and help the soldiers rehabilitate themselves so they could do more than they had been able to do, which was not much. And what I'm seeing is, it was interesting to me that Linda and I were talking about painting before we started, because you were painting. So what I see you doing is standing in front of the easel outside, and that became your passion, was painting. Sometimes you had to sit, sometimes you could stand, but not for long periods of time. Um, Interesting. I'm getting some guy coming to talk to you about your painting work. He owns a gallery. It's in London, and it's a new gallery. He's new to the business, but he really likes your work. So he takes, I'm getting 6 paintings with him to display in London. And wow, okay. Your paintings were a big hit. I mean, he sold those 6 paintings in 3 weeks. They were gone. So he had to come back to you and ask you if you would, if he could, like, kind of like commission you to be in his gallery, because your painting was your paintings went so fast. He knew he liked them, but he didn't have any idea how popular they were going to be. So it caught him a little bit off guard. But that allowed you to have a private nurse. It gave you quite a bit of wealth. I see you in your own, it's like a small cottage. It's very quaint. You loved it there. And you had a private nurse because you needed one. And she also helped you with, your your paintings and stuff like that. Getting your, she would buy your supplies for you. You would tell her exactly what you wanted. A lot of times you'd mix paint yourself. But you had from going from absolute the depths of hell, basically, to this beautiful idyllic cottage in the countryside. And you lived a lot longer because you did paint. It kept you alive. It kept your spirit alive. It kept you going. Because, when you were in the other facility, you didn't have a lot to look forward to. I mean, you could talk to guys that had been in the war with you, but nobody, it wasn't a real popular conversation. Let's put it that way. Uh, it was pretty dark those conversations, but they did help. They helped a lot of the soldiers because they could talk to somebody who understood what they'd been through. They weren't on their own. They didn't feel, a lot of those men felt abandoned because what I'm seeing is even their wives didn't come and see them. So there were a lot of them that weren't faithful. They didn't stay. You know, all they could see ahead of them was they needed a healthy guy that could work, that could support them and their children. You could kind of see their point, but at the same time, you know, their husbands and felt abandoned. It wasn't very pretty. I don't think that's something they really talk about. I've never heard about that too much, but that's your life. That's what you went through. I hope that helps you. I don't know if you like to paint, but I don't know why, but I want to say I think you have a dormant ability. So something you might want to explore. Would be fun, just for the heck of it.
Thank you so much, Pixie.
You're
And
welcome.
and I saw some comments that I want to share. Maria has perfect health, says art really is therapeutic. Art is more than therapeutic, Maria. Art is a connection with the divine.
With the
Any art,
divine. Yeah.
it's healing. It's more than therapeutic. It is downright healing. Any creative endeavor is healing, whether it's dance or like what we normally call the arts, like music and movement and writing,
Yep. It
and
taps
art.
into a different part of our brain too.
Yeah.
You're not using the left side of your brain, you're using the right hemisphere of your brain when you do that. So it's a divine connection. Linda's 100% right about that.
Yeah. Good. Then start. I think
Whoa,
that you
interesting.
yeah, yeah,
Art
you've
studio
been,
across from her office.
yeah, which is like really cool.
Yeah.
So start working on that, Brina, because I think you'll find rewards that you're not expecting to find. Um,
Yep.
so and all the rest of you, create, create, create. Okay, so for me, uh, I hope that helped you, Brina. Um, okay, so Delphi, you're not. This isn't actually kind of. This is a sort of an in between question. Now, yeah, maybe take a wander over to that art studio, Brina, and see what's cooking there. 3 nights ago, a spirit hit the wall with the palm of the hand very hard, woke me up, and I sat up in bed. What was the message? Was the spirit guide? And I don't understand the last words. Um, hi, Aaron. Welcome. Aaron, we're using the giveaway tool today, so take a look at the pinned comment. The spirit hit the wall. Oh, look at this. The spirit hit the wall 5 times. I have the Lord and the rosary hanging there on the wall.
Mm.
Okay. Weird, Delphi. Let me just tune in and see what I get, okay? A fenced yard. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. You have a fenced yard, so it's okay. Were you close to your grandmother? I have a grandmother figure. Like, I don't know, maybe she was a neighbor or something, but she was a lot older than you. And she was around when you were growing up. It might be your actual grandmother, but she's got big grandma energy. Whoever she is, she's got big grandma energy. And she sees you as family and someone she loves dearly. And she's hilarious. She's standing by your bed, pounding on the wall to wake you up spiritually. Okay, Delphi, is there something you've been trying to do or wanting to do that you've been holding back from? Because the message is really clear. Wake up and claim yourself. Wake up. You were her favorite. Oh, okay. Yes, Aaron, the flying fickle finger fate is picking today. Now, okay, so you were her favorite? Me too. I was my grandma's favorite. I was the youngest. Um, my next oldest cousin was like 15 years older than me. Um, and she's okay, so she's throwing her arms up in the air and going, at last. It took long enough. She's been trying to talk to you, Delphi, for, she says, forever. Um, she's been trying to get through to you for a long, long time, and you just don't believe that what you're hearing, what's being inspired in your brain, you just don't believe. You just say, oh no, well, no, it can't be. No, it can't be. Yeah, it is. It can be, and it is. And she's trying to communicate with you. So open yourself a little more to that possibility so she can communicate with you, or tell her to come to you in your dreams. But I'm getting the feeling that she's not having much success with that either. So what she wants to tell you is to wake up to yourself. Wake up to who you are, and start doing what you were meant to do all along on this planet. And I can't even tell you what that is. It's something you have to discover. You already know what that is. I think, Delphi. I think you already know. I think you already know um, what you're supposed to be doing. But she's shaking her finger at you and saying, "You know what's going on. You know what's real. Stop ignoring me." Stop ignoring me. Oh, she's hilarious. I
So
like her so much. She's a
5,
lovely.
by the way, is the
Yeah.
number of change in numerology. 5 is change.
Ah,
Mhm.
there we
And
go.
she's one determined woman, her grandmother.
Yeah, she is. She's
You're
very
making me
determined.
laugh.
She's very funny and very smart, and she absolutely adores you. And she's not going to. She's going to keep doing stuff like this. She tells me. She's telling me I'm going to keep beating on her wall unless she starts listening to me. I want her to start listening to me. I want her to start. Um, yeah, there's some. She's calling you to yourself, to
Mhm.
your real being, and saying, "Be who you are. Do who you are." Oh, that's a nice one. I like that. Be who you are so you can do who you are, and um, and walk away. She wants you to walk away from something, or some situation, or some bad feelings that you have. To get up and walk away is the image she's sending me. Um, so yeah, she's funny. Uh,
Stop mucking around.
yeah, yeah,
Sorry. Oh, she's funny. She's really very direct. She's like
yeah,
fed up. She's like, just get going. Let's get
yeah,
the show on the road. Like she's been waiting and she was like, oh,
yeah,
that's why it was so loud too.
yeah.
She was a little frustrated. She's like, what's the deal over here? She can't hear me. What? And that's no good. I need to be able to talk to her. She's so funny. She's really funny.
Next, you're going to get a clue by four upside your head. Because, you
Um,
can talk to her in your dreams. You've been, for some reason, she's telling me that your dreams are kind of closed to her. Um, she feels it's difficult for her to contact you in your dreams. So when you fall asleep, um, try to tell yourself, I am open to speaking to my grandmother. I would like to hear from my grandmother tonight, and just and repeat that to yourself, those kinds of thoughts. Think about your grandmother and talking to her as you're falling asleep, and she will find it easier to get in there and talk to you. But so far she's found it difficult to reach you in your sleep, in your dreams. So
I think
yeah,
part of the reason is I don't think Delphi's 100% over the loss of her grandmother. There's a part of her.
grieving. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. But
yeah.
just
It's
know
hard.
that she's not gone, Delphi. She's right.
She's right next
Anytime
to
you
your
think
bed,
of her,
pounding on the wall.
she's right there. She'll be right there the minute you think of her. And
Yeah.
she's not
Oh
going
yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah. And when you're somebody's favorite grandchild, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Um, when you're someone's favorite grandchild, when you're the favorite grandchild, it's a big, big grief. It's a big sorrow to have that ally, especially if you're in an unhappy household. It's a
Yep.
big sorrow to have that ally gone, like not with you. And yeah, yeah. So so good luck to you, Delphi, and I hope that helped. But your grandma's a firecracker.
Yeah.
Thank you. You can go. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, so Maria's got sort of a two part. Well, it's a, sort of a two-part question. It's in its background and then the question. Okay, so oh, this is yours. Sorry,
That's all right.
she went she went to Chichen Itza.
In
Many
Mexico.
familiar, yeah. In Tulum.
Had rush of images and spiritual experiences in a grotto. Okay. Well,
Okay, and now
whenever you're
here's
near water, it's going to amplify everything. Because water's a conduit for spirit.
yeah. And she says, was my current earth angel Amos, earth angel. Um, okay, so is this your partner? Is this your husband or your partner with me in these potential lives? Oh,
Yeah, usually an earth angel is somebody that's not in physical form, they're spirit, but they made a contract to come in and keep you basically, keep anything from happening to you before your contract is up. They watch over you. They're with you all the time. So let's see what's going on with that. Whoa, okay, hold on. Wow, okay. I'm coming right in the middle of some big commotion. I see people running everywhere. What are they doing? They're being attacked. They're like there's a festival at that location, but there because they knew there was going to be a festival and they were going to be that group of people were going to be there. That's when they chose to stage an attack. And man, it's really chaotic. Hold on a second, because I'm getting a whole ton of energy coming at me. Let me see if I can dial it down a little bit.
she says that you picked up on him before, I guess
Mm.
in a previous reading. So he'll feel familiar to you.
There's one guy that's like running out of the crowd. It's somebody that's connected to you. It's like I feel like it's a family member, like a cousin. Pretty, he's like making a beeline right for you through all these people, which is not easy because there's so much chaos. So, hold on a second. It's a lot. There's like thousands of people. There's a lot of desecration that took place. It's funny, they just wanted to kind of destroy your place of, was very sacred to the people that were doing the worshiping and the service and the ceremony. Um, wow, the people up on on the actual, sorry, on the actual that were up on the top and have to walk down all this. They weren't going to be able to get down. They surrounded the base of it, so they weren't going to be able to get down. And whew, the worst part was they were willing to stay there because they had access to water and food, and the people on the monument didn't. So they wanted to starve them to death. It's nasty. Um, some people, rolled, let's put it that way, off the monument. Trying to see if I can get a time frame. It's just so much commotion going on. There must have been some kind of talk about them attacking that spot, because I see another group of natives coming in that kind of got wind of it, and they're coming in to back your tribe up. This is like a lot of commotion going on. Hold on a second. My neck hurts because I just got whacked in the neck. Hold on just a second.
What, this was another indigenous group, or was it
Yeah,
your
another indigenous group in the area. They heard, well, they got wind of it from somebody else that had been at the other village, that kind of overheard something that they probably weren't supposed to know about. So then they made a beeline for the other tribe because they couldn't make it to the monument fast enough. That's why the other tribe was a little bit late coming in. But it's just bonkers is the word I want to use. There's clubs. There's I don't really I do see swords. One of the groups has like metal armaments. Let me ask, see if I can figure out what the tribes are doing, like what their names are.
what you
They're like the
kindly
Spanish were working with that other tribe. Like they gave them things to
of
work in conjunction with them, so that they didn't get slaughtered. Basically, they were trying to save themselves too, but they had to make this agreement that they would help them with this attack. There's just, it's almost hard to describe. There's so much going on. It's so many. You got three different tribes. You got the Spanish, who are the ones with the armaments, the metal. Then you've got, I see a lot of stones being thrown, which can be really deadly when they're thrown.
shots. Yes, they are deadly.
Oh, good Lord. I just see it's really hard to describe in detail because there's so much going on. Because you've got, first you have the tribe that was there originally, and they were having a wonderful time. The weather was perfect. They thought the gods had smiled on them because their weather was so perfect, and they were so happy. I see flowers given in tribute to their gods. And then all of a sudden, here comes the other group, and people started running that were on the ground. They had a better chance of getting away, but the people up on the temple, no, because they're going to surround the whole thing, and they can't get down. And that's not it's not a very easy. I don't see it being easy to get off of. Like, you have to really watch your footing. I see people falling. I see people panicking and pushing. Like I said, there's so much chaos. And then I see on my left side, I see the other group coming in to help them. So it took, it was past dark. I see somebody know how I see torches being lit so they could see. Things quieted down because you couldn't, I mean, there's no lights, so you can't see much at night unless you have a torch right in front of you. And then you can't see you can't see 20 feet in front of you clearly. So it kind of calmed down at night. And a lot of people, the first group, especially the women and children, that's what they focused on, was getting them out when it was dark. Because they were more familiar with that area. They were much better at navigating it. So they got out as many as they possibly could. So it's not a wonderful memory, but you did survive it because that relative of yours, man, that guy is so determined to come and get you out of there. It was his single purpose was to come and get you out of that melee that was going on. You didn't go right back to the village because it wasn't really safe, but he had great survival skills. He was a really good hunter. He was a very good provider in a lot of ways. Like, I get a pretty big burly guy. I'm trying to get a name. Oh, okay. He's your current Earth angel. He didn't come back to the Earth plane in this lifetime with you. He's been with you, he said, in many lifetimes. He's been a husband. He's been a brother. He's been a cousin. You know, we kind of make those familiar rounds. Yeah, you have a really deep bond because I see you guys together in at least 19 lifetimes. And he feels the most comfortable being someone's protector. He's kind of perfected it over a number of lifetimes. And he's not about to let anything happen in this lifetime as your Earth angel. Good luck trying to get to you to hurt you, do anything that's not appropriate. That's a very strong bond. It's really strong. I mean, I don't feel like it could be broken. I really don't. Even if he was on the Earth plane, you wouldn't be able to break that bond you have with that person, with that spirit.
Oops.
He said he's happy to be able to talk to you through me. It's my privilege to challenge him. Not channel him, excuse me. I wouldn't challenge him. Who's challenging you? You have somebody that's giving you a hard time right now? Because I feel like somebody's giving you a hard time. That's what he's telling me. He's saying, keep going. I got it. Don't worry about it. That's the message for you from him. That's a really strong bond. Wow. So I hope that helps you to know that you've got somebody that's really, really in there for the long haul.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much.
Oof, that's
And
a lot. Just saying.
and thank you, Maria. Yeah, that is really beautiful. But wow, what a vision. S. Steele commented that. Whoops, sorry, Wanda, stop it. She wants me. She doesn't want me. I mean, it's like having a teenager all over again. You know, 12-year-old girl.
Your turn. I'm going to take a break. Rest here. Sip, sip.
Uh, they said that I'm fascinated that Pixie accesses the records with open eyes. I don't know why I find that so interesting, but I do. I've never seen that before. Me neither. I don't know any other readers who keep their eyes open, and it's certainly not something that I can do because it's like having two visions imposed on each other. I can't do it.
It took me a while. I started out with my eyes closed, but I don't know. I mean, I will write usually too when I channel. That came with time, maybe
Yeah,
in practice. I don't know, but yeah,
yeah,
it's a little strange sometimes.
yeah,
Not gonna lie.
yeah.
You never know what you're going to get. That's why it's never boring. It's always fascinating to me. I'm
And
absolutely fascinated.
yeah, me too. And because it's always interesting, and also the energy is so amazing. The energy of being in the records is like being with the masters is just so healing and fulfilling and deeply, deeply, deeply satisfying. I would like to remind you, all you lurkers, please subscribe, please like and share.
Yes.
Pixie doesn't have a channel, so she's not simulcasting. So I can be as obnoxious as I want for my own set, for my own sake. If you would like,
It really
I
helps her. It helps Linda a lot. If you guys, it doesn't
yeah.
cost you anything. If you just hit the like button, it really helps Linda's algorithm a lot.
Um, and I would like to remind you as well that I offer memberships on my channel now. We have a pretty active Discord channel where we have some very interesting conversations and also some really stupid conversations, like at 4:30 in the morning, and my time, and because I can't sleep, so it's always nice that somebody around the world is awake at that time, and. Uh, we have a lot of fun together as a membership. There's going to be another members only uh, reading show on Zoom in about 10 days. I will make the announcement. So please join the membership if you feel so inclined. That helps support my channel as well. And it's not free, but it's cheap. Which kind of describes me. And also another way to support the channel is that if you take a look on the comment, you'll see a little box with a dollar sign in there. I am very grateful for any donations through super chats or super thanks or by PayPal, and all of the information is below. Another thing is that both Pixie and I offer private readings, and the information is in the show notes below the screen. If you just go more, Pixie's links are in there for contact. So if you want a private reading from her, and I got to tell you, a private reading is very different from what you see here, because in a private reading we use, or I anyway, and I'm sure Pixie does the same. We use all of our skills, mediumship, our psychic skills. We use our Akashic records. We okay, Maruda. Sorry, let me just make a note. Maruda's leaving
Okay.
because I'll forget. Okay. Thank you for being here, Maruda.
Yes, thank you.
So
Sorry,
yeah, there's
sometimes we don't have control over time on that
yeah,
side,
yeah.
unfortunately.
It's
It'd be nice sometimes if we did, but we don't always
yeah.
have control.
So whereas you see us online and we're doing like oracle readings or tarot readings, or we're doing Akashic records readings, because there just aren't that many Akashic records readers, and so we like to keep the show to that. But in a private reading, you get it all. So please consider private readings from either of us or from any of the other readers that you follow, because what you'll get way more than you bargained for. Okay, so we're going to start with the hang on a second, I got to get my media assets lined up. We're going to pick three more people. Oh, my timing. Oh, Madame Maru, she
Oh
just,
man.
oh, is she still here? Did she leave? Did you leave, Miss? Did you leave, Maruda?
I don't know if she's left yet or not.
Yeah, I don't know either. Hi, Donna Marie. Oh, aren't you sweet, Erin? Thank you. Yeah, no, I won't tell Tarot Stash.
Oh my goodness. Thank
Okay,
you.
well, we'll just have to skip. We'll just have to skip Madame Maru, and hang on a second here. Okay, and so we'll draw three. All right. Oh, wait. Where is the music? I can't do this without music anymore. Now that you know. Oh, she's here. Is that her?
She can't stay, she said. Oh, we're so
Oh,
sorry.
okay. All right. Okay. All right. We'll catch you next time, Maruda.
Bye, Maruda.
Okay. So
So much fun.
I know, I love it. Purple Page, are you still here, darling? Yeah. Are you still here?
I don't know. Purple Elephant Debbie H.
Okay, start thinking about your question and type it in okay, and we'll pick 2 more people. Oh wait, first we got to pick the music. I'm just flipping back and forth here like a maniac. Free Spirit.
Free Spirit here?
I don't know. If you're here, please start typing in your question. And we will go on to the next person. See, Aaron O'Nugent. Okay, this will be fun. Okay, so back to here and back to the comments to try and pick up the questions.
Well, Free Spirit says, I'm here. Oh my God.
Oh, good. Okay, so Free Spirit, start typing in your question. Aaron O'Nugent, start typing in your question. And Purple Elephant Deb H, yes, please. Start
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah.
She's here too. Awesome.
Western music had a little bit of a Western flair to it. I love
A little
music.
bit of
So,
hillbilly.
yeah.
You want some
music?
You want
I
some
don't sit still
bluegrass?
when you. Yeah, if you play music, I don't usually sit
Freaking
still.
love bluegrass. Okay.
Oh, I
Okay,
love
got
bluegrass
yours.
too.
I got yours, Purple Elephant. Bye, Leah. Thank you for being here, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Aaron O'Nugent, where's your question? Come on. And Free Spirit, where's your question?
Bye, Leah.
Oh, here you go. I'm going to take your question.
What is my life purpose?
I will answer that for you because it's a lecture that I frequently give. And
yes.
so we have Aaron O'Nugent. Come on, type in your question. Chop chop. I've been watching a lot of British stuff lately. Well, I mean, I always did because they're so funny. But bye, Kim B. Thank you for being here. Oh yeah, we've been on for over an hour.
Yep.
I think we're going to be here for a while. I just feel like I want to take my time today. Okay, well, now I don't want to start answering because, yeah, I know, snort number 2. I don't want to start answering them until I get them all because I'll have my eyes closed and I won't see it. And so, and I want to start.
Want me to look for questions when they pop up, or?
I should have made you co-host and then you could, no, I should have, and then you could. Oh, but you're on your phone. I don't think you can mark questions on your phone. Yeah,
that's been my week and a half for crazy technical stuff.
Well, we'll have to do that. Aaron O'Nugent, I know you're here. Aaron O'Nugent, ding, ding, ding. Oh, she's probably got a long question that she's typing in. And stuff like that. Okay, so Free Spirit, I'm going to start with you. Here we go. Now that's an excellent question, Aaron O'Nugent. Okay, so I'm going to start with Free Spirit because this is also an excellent question. By Amanda Carroll. Thank you for being here. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for
appreciate
being here.
it.
And thank you all for being here because you could be doing like so much other stuff and watching so many other people, and you chose to be with us. And I want to tell you, we really, really appreciate that. Really, like big appreciation for that. Okay, so the thing that I've learned, and this is why this is a lecture because I've already done the reading, or I already got the information. Let me put it that way. Um, like months ago, like many months ago. Um, the thing about our life purpose is that it's kind of a catch 22. We all have one, and we're all supposed to find out what it is. Okay, we're we're all supposed to search to find out who we are and to search for our ultimate purpose, if you want to call it that, our real purpose, our life purpose. So I can give you a few clues from the masters that were given to me. First of all, humanity, like every human being, has love and service as purpose. Okay. So our purpose fundamentally is love and service. How you express that, okay, the best fit for your soul, the best fit for your talents, the best fit for you, how you find that is in the context of love and service. If you start with love and service and embodying that, they're going to give you little breadcrumbs along the way. And I said, oh, from the witch's wisdom tarot, there's a card that absolutely perfectly embodies that. I forget which one it is, but it's a series. It's not fairy lights, will o' the wisps, little tiny lights along a path. So you see something interesting, you see something that's an opportunity for to be loving, to give loving service, and you do it, and then suddenly another little will o' the wisp appears in the distance, and you go towards that. So breadcrumbs are dropped in your way so that you can find your own purpose just by doing that. So I have not successfully gotten an answer from the Akashic Records Masters as to what your life purpose is. The big the big clue that you're following your path is that you feel joy. You feel joy. Following your path feels fulfilling. It's not hard to love, and it's not hard to be of service. It's not hard to be generous. It just everything comes easy. You feel happy. Your aches and pains, don't take up a lot of your head space, even though they may still be there. They're not as, and they may go away. Um, the it just everything is so much easier when you're following your purpose. That's how you tell the joy you feel, the love, the love that's generated within you. That's how you can tell. um I mean, it's not, I know that this isn't kind of the answer that you wanted. um are you on the right path? Are you happy? If you're happy, if you feel joyful, then yeah, you are on the right path. It's when you're not on the right path that you feel anxious and miserable. And I mean, we're always going to have the worries about, oh my God, am I going to be able to pay the rent this month? But y- y- overall, aside from the sort of general worries, overall, if you're on the right path, you'll feel joyful. You'll feel it. You'll know, yes, this is right for me. There's just a rock solid certitude in like bone deep. I'm not kidding. Um, do you have anything you want to say about this, Pixie?
I'm sorry, I'm getting stuff and I'm trying to write it down as I'm getting it because I'm a question ahead of
Oh,
you,
okay.
unfortunately.
Okay, fine. All
I
right.
think
All right.
what the lesson is always, if you're asking about your life purpose, it's going to be what makes your soul sing. Sometimes it's not always easy to find it right away, but your guides are that's what they're there for. They're your traffic directors. They're standing in the
Yes.
middle of the intersection going, no, not that way, go that way. It's hard to explain, and sometimes it takes a little while if you haven't been talking to them every day, which is very hard to do. Everybody's kind of busy. But if you just would write it down, take a few minutes, either at the end of the day, write down in your journal, what happened, just a short summary, even. But always, always keep a gratitude journal because
Yes.
it's huge. I don't think most people understand how huge a gratitude journal is because when you show your gratitude for small things, I mean, I was watching some crazy videos about what China's really like, and that'll make you grateful. Boy, watch one of those. Watch how grateful you are. I don't care how much you have. You don't live in a world where everything is based on bribes. There isn't, even though they have laws, they don't use the safety laws. Just everything's based on bribes. So, your elevator may, work for a couple months and then bottom out on you while you're in it. So, I mean, it'll make you very grateful for what you have here, even if you don't have what you think you should have. Just be grateful for this, like a bed, your bed, air conditioning, fans, any little thing like that. Food. You have food, you have a roof over your head. Do you have anybody that loves you or thinks about you? It doesn't matter if it's a friend or a cousin. I mean, all of those people are put in your life for a reason because they're learning and you're learning. And the more you focus on that, the more you're going to see come into your life. And they'll tell you what your purpose is. You'll know it because they'll direct you to it. You might have a bump along the road because it's a lesson. That's all it is. And the faster you learn a lesson, the faster you go. The faster you get your lessons learned, then you're getting closer to, being happy because you've already learned a bunch of lessons. And that's what it's like school. We're here to be in school. We're here. I told my granddaughter this. She's really young, but she's very psychic. And I told her, this is just like school. It's a little different. I said, because they'll give you, a pet that you love dearly. And I said, living beings don't stay here forever. That's not their purpose, but they come in your life to give you great joy, great love. They're thrilled. You're thrilled. I said, and you need to bless them for being in your life. I said,
Yeah.
and you have to let them go at some point in time. I said, and they aren't gone. You think they're gone because you don't see them in your house anymore, but they're still there. I said they come and visit a lot. So, it's those type of things. And I kind of wish in a way that people would, and some lessons are very hard to learn. I'm not going to lie. They're rough. But the more you learn from them, you're not going to have to repeat the lesson, which is the biggest point of all. Because some of those lessons are tough and you don't want to go through it a second time. So always ask your guys. They're there all the time, but they cannot help you unless you ask them.
Yeah.
You have to ask them.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pixie. And thank you, Free Spirit. That's
Good luck with that.
it, yeah, good
I
luck.
think she's going to be surprised. If you stick to it, you're going to, I get that they're going to give you a surprise. It's a confirmation that they see what you're doing and to encourage you to keep it
Mm,
up. Nice.
mm.
Surprise coming.
Okay. Thanks, Free Spirit. I appreciate that question more than I can tell you. Okay. So Purple Elephant Deb H wants to know, this is yours. Sorry.
Let's see. What's life with my current partner? Okay. I'm not getting a past life. I'm hearing it's your first time around. Which is kind of the funny way to put it, but um, it's weird because they're showing me a merry-go-round. Trying to figure out why. I feel like this is it's an interesting relationship because in some ways I feel like there's some subjects that you keep going round and round on, like round. Like I think that's why they're showing me the merry-go-round. You're going round and round and round and round. It's like this. It keeps coming up because it doesn't fully get resolved, is what they're saying. And it's really important. This is an important lesson for both of you to resolve between the two of you. You both have guides, and sometimes you can't get the person to hear you in the physical form. Ask your guides to talk to their guides because they can do that too. So you can, you can say, "Oh, I'm so frustrated. What am I supposed to do? I don't know what else to do. I've tried everything." Ask them to talk to you, your partner's guides. They're kind of intermediaries. They're really good at negotiation. They're good at compromise too. Um, I don't know why, but they're saying it's a fairly new, I don't know what they mean by new relationship. That's kind of a funny term to use, considering, could be new to them, could be something totally different than it is to me. But um,
Yeah, no kidding.
yeah.
Uh,
Okay. It's like you're more willing to compromise, I'm getting from them than Lupe is. Lupe she's more stubborn and you don't understand why sometimes. It's from a former, okay. It's from her childhood.
his
Um,
his childhood.
yeah, she needs to look at that issue because it's going to keep coming up over and over and over again until she resolves it. Um, I don't know if you know what shadow work is, but I feel like doing some shadow work. I feel like you have issues too. Everybody does from childhood. Some are severe, some are, not too bad, but they're still causing you some issues. They keep coming up over, and that's a lesson. That's a lesson. They put it in your path as a child and it keeps coming up. We all do it. We drag our childhood into our adulthood. We marry people like the people we're used to, that we are familiar with. That energy is familiar to us. So that's what they're telling me they want you to do, is do some shadow work. Do it separately. Don't share it. Write down what you get, burn it, get rid of it, let it go, because it's not serving you, either one of you. And I think you're going to feel a lot lighter. You can probably go on Amazon and look up. I'm sure there's books on shadow work, or there might be YouTube videos on shadow work. But that's what I'm hearing, because you're stuck at that. It's like you're stuck at that intersection together. You keep bumping your bumper cars together at the intersection, and it needs to get better. Um, yeah, that's what they're telling me. It'll help you all. It's going to make you both feel lighter. It's going to help you a lot. Everything is going to kind of calm down. Like feel the energy's like high, not in a good way. Everybody's gonna be more relaxed. I hope that helps you. And I'm not gonna say it's easy work all the time, but if you
No,
can do
no.
it, it's huge.
Yeah,
Because it's like you're throwing off, 10-pound bags of flour off your shoulders, kind of thing that you've been carrying around since you were a little kid. So
yeah,
I hope that helps. If he doesn't
yeah,
believe in shadow work, um,
yeah. Deb's been doing it for many, many years.
does she have contact? I'm going to ask you a question. Do you have contact with his family at all? I feel like there's a sibling that you could ask about. I don't feel like he's shared a lot. He's shared, but not everything. I feel like this person would be willing to help them by telling you, without betraying that person, but kind of giving you a hint, basically. I hope that helps.
Thank you, Pixie.
Mhm.
And thank you, Purple Elephant. I really appreciate your question. And I'd like to welcome Free Spirit, who's just become a member on the channel.
Yay!
And so thank you, Free Spirit. And if you will email me at the address in the description, I will um, I will uh, send you the link to the Discord chat. Okay, the invite
Uh,
to the Discord chat.
Yeah.
Sure.
Purple Elephant, you don't have contact with them, but I'm hearing if you ask your guides, they'll send you the information in a dream. You'll see it in a dream. Ask them to
Okay.
send it to you that way so that you understand what it is. And sometimes purple elephant, we have stuff that's buried so deep in our psyche, you don't remember it.
Yeah.
So try going at a different way. Try asking your guides, what is it that I haven't cleared yet?
Oh, now
And
that's an
ask them to be gentle. Because
yes.
sometimes their side and our side, there's, because we're in a physical body, so that kind of information can take a toll on your physical body. Just ask them,
Yeah.
okay, I'm asking you, but
Gently.
just kind of, go easy, take it slow, a little bit at a time. I don't want to feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Try it
Yeah.
that way. I feel like if you do it that way, that's how you're going to get the information.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And this question is from me. It's from Erin,
Mhm.
and she wants to know, what from my past lives do I need to discard, and what should I nurture? Well, here's the interesting thing. Here's the interesting thing, Erin, is everything from your past lives was a lesson. None of it should be discarded. And this is past lives. Just let me tune in for a sec. Things that you need to let go of are mostly from this life. Because when you move from one life into spirit, from incarnation into spirit, all of those concerns and so on are shed, with some exceptions. There's things, there are deep soul wounds. There can be deep soul wounds that bring themselves forward. There can be things like odd phobias, like being afraid of, and I'm not talking about snakes and spiders necessarily, although it could be that too. But the there are some people who are afraid of clouds, for example, and that kind of, it's an irrational fear. All phobias are, but it's based on something in a past life. Do you follow what I mean? So it can show up again, but that's not so much a question of discarding as it is a question of healing, which is a different. It's not the same thing that you're talking about. Um, so in your current life, what do you need to discard? Feelings of unworthiness. Mhm. That is the big, that they're telling me that that is the biggest hurdle that you have to overcome, is your feeling that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy, that when someone gives you something or when you're loved, that you feel like it's going to be taken away any second because you're not good enough for it. Um, you Whether it's friendship or a love relationship, or even with your children, you feel like you're not a good enough parent, you're not a good enough partner, you're not good enough, good enough, good enough. It's a chant that goes on in your head. Why are they being so nice to me? And I kind of latched onto your question, Erin, because I struggle with the same thing. And I'll tell you what helped me was, what helped me a lot actually, was doing this kind of work, following my purpose, or discovering my greater purpose, because I believe I am meant to do this, and that's helped me a lot. Um, and what should you nurture? You should uh, yourself. Nurture yourself. And remember that you're divine, Aaron. You're divine. You were created from source, directly from source. So you don't just have a little piece of God. You are God. Okay? Your soul was created from God's essence, from the essence of all being. That's how your soul is created, and your soul is who you are. You know that. Your body is temporary, but your soul is eternal. You know that. As a divine being, claim that. You are divine. You are here for a reason. You are deeply, deeply loved and precious. You are an important part of the universe. Even Wanda knows that. You're an important part of the universe, and you have an important role to play. Find it, do it, be it. Be that divine soul that you are. What else? Love yourself. Be gentle with yourself and love yourself. Discipline your mind so that you are not engaging in any negative self-talk in your head. Like, don't do what I do and say, oh, you're an idiot, Linda. Don't do that. That requires a lot of discipline. It requires that you catch the thought. As soon as you're aware that that's what you're doing, stop it. Think about anything else. Think about purple elephants. Think about obnoxious birds. Go look at some funny cat videos. But break that. Just stop it. Don't punish yourself. Don't give yourself even more grief. Just say, nope, not doing that anymore. Don't listen to that. I'm not listening to that at all. It's very difficult to do. I acknowledge that, because it requires a huge, a high degree of self-awareness and self-discipline. But if you can just do it even like once a day and just start doing that, it'll get better and better and better. And as soon as you catch yourself, just cut it off. Just cut it off and say, nope, not doing that shit no more. And go think of something else. Go sing a song, or do something. Oh, darling, 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 darling. You really don't feel you're meant for anything? You're meant for glory. You're meant for greatness. Maybe not in the eyes of the world, but certainly in the spiritual world, we are all meant for greatness. And you're not that special that you would have some different fate than the rest of us. Okay? We are all meant for spiritual greatness and glory. And whether it's seen by the world or not, doesn't matter, because it's the relationship between you and God, you and Source, you and the universe. That's what really matters. I feel like you need to know yourself a little better. I feel like you need to, I don't know if you want to do shadow work, whatever. I feel like you really need to get to know yourself a little better. You don't give yourself credit for what you do know. You don't give yourself your credit for the experiences that you've had, and you sure don't give yourself credit for who you are as a person. So, yeah, find a creative outlet. Find some creative outlet for yourself. Some activity that I don't know if you like painting, or if you'd like to learn how, or if you like to dance around the living room to ABBA. It's one of my favorite creative outlets. Or knit or paint or any of those things. But find a creative outlet. Your guides will help you. They'll give you inspiration. It may be unusual. It may be something like, I don't know, shoemaking or silversmithing or pottery or something, but find a creative outlet that will help you forget yourself and just be in the moment. Do you have anything you want to add?
Um, I was writing a minute ago. There's a book. It's called "What to Say When You Talk to Yourself." It's a really good book. It's available on Amazon, I know, but it's probably available used too on other book platforms. They said that you underestimate yourself. I get
Yeah.
that you're really quick witted,
Yes, she
and
is.
you don't understand. It's hard for people. I have a gifted child, so I've been through this. It's hard for people. It's hard for a gifted person to understand why the people around them aren't getting it as quickly as they are, because they don't understand that their mind isn't as quick. So
Yeah.
they get irritated, kind of like, what is wrong with this person? Yes, not rocket science or whatever, go on in your head, you're thinking. But it says, no one to subtly and politely put up an energetic boundary, because they want you to be able to separate your energy from the other person's energy, basically. They want you to practice being able to use your energy. They want you to be able to expand it and move it around, change, the height, the color, the weight of it, like the substantial weight on some energy is, it sounds weird, but it's heavier than other energies. Or other energies, like fairy energy, is very light. And they said that your guides are waiting for you to work with them. They want to teach you to use your energy with love, patience, and compassion. And what
Mm,
happens is when you run into something, you're very sensitive, so it affects it affects your physical body a lot. So you take in a lot of energy, and it affects you physically and mentally. And they want to kind of put up a boundary for you so that you have a little bit of space between you and that person energetically. They said, remember to breathe, that you're not very good at breathing, that you breathe very shallow during the
fear.
day. But they're saying, remember that we all carry baggage. If you let it go, like a balloon, um, your emotional upset from day to day is also, they want you to write, 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 write. I heard 3 times. And they want you to take whatever you've written down, because you're kind of dumping everything that you went through or that's bugging you. And they want you to dump it on the paper, because when you write, physically write with a pen and paper, there's a whole different energy that takes place. But they said it'll serve your soul. They want you to fly like a bird.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love
don't
that.
don't let wounds and emotions keep you grounded.
Mm,
That's what you need to work with. That's your biggest obstacle right now, is to believe in yourself. Because when you're writing and you're dumping, your guides are there, and
yeah.
it's gonna open you up. You're not gonna feel so heavy. I feel like you're carrying all these, really huge bags. It's weird. It's like you're
Other
dragging them
people's,
around.
yeah. Other people's expectations, maybe, Aaron. That might be part of the baggage that you're carrying. It doesn't belong to you because it's their circus, their monkeys. Um, yeah. Okay, so Aaron, me too. I connect to gardening, and this summer I'm going to be, or in fact, Saturday I'm going down to the garden store, and I'm
Mhm.
picking out some habanero peppers and maybe a cherry tomato plant and some flowers for a pot for my little balcony. And I'm going to make some more hot sauce this summer because I ran out of the hot sauce I made in 2021. I made like 15 bottles of hot sauce. I'm all out of it.
Time for a new batch.
Time for a new batch. And this time I make this killer mango habanero sauce,
Mm,
fermented. Ooh, it's
sounds
so,
really good.
it is delicious. It has actual flavor. It's not just heat because like heat's nice, but
Yeah,
I
but
want
the flavor's
flavor.
nice too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Aaron, yes, gardening is really healing.
It's
And
grounding. It's
yeah,
creative. It's grounding. But
yeah,
it's not going to get, it's going to ground you, but it's not going to get your emotions. You need to get all that stuff that you're carrying around
the emotions,
out.
yeah, the emotions, the energy, other people's energy, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, telling yourself to stop is useless,
Mhm.
as we all know.
Mhm.
Um, Telling yourself to stop is useless, so don't even bother. Just instead of telling yourself to stop, because that's just another way of hurting yourself. Stop doing that, you bad girl. Um, Instead of doing that, just become aware of what's going on and just very calmly place a shield in front of yourself. Visualize the shield and just put it there in front of you. Ask Archangel Michael for help because he's got a shield as well as a sword,
Yep.
and he'll help you.
But I think
And
it's her own personal guides are going to teach her how to manipulate energy and move it
yeah,
around in front of
yeah,
her when she needs
yeah.
it, and
Your
to
guides will help.
different frequencies. Yeah, it's going to be, it's part of your lesson, actually. It's a bit of
Yeah,
alchemy, is what it is.
yeah. Yeah, your guides can help you put up the shield. In fact, and they will help you shield yourself. So just ask them for help. Okay, so we've been on for an hour and 36 minutes, and we've only done 6 questions because it's been like
Well, we were talked for quite a,
we were
I don't know how
talking
long we talked at the
but
beginning, but
yeah, 20 minutes
did we
at the
have,
most.
did we have did we just do 2 questions? Don't we have another
We
one
just did
or
three.
no?
No, we did Deb and Free Spirit and Aaron
Okay.
and Kuryalt, hello, and Istiak bin Hussein. I'm sorry, but uh, we're ending the show now. It's been an hour and a half, and we're both really tired. So we're going to end it. Um, Pixie, are you on any shows coming up?
Nope, because I'm working on that,
Oh, right. I'm sorry, I
oh, it's
forgot. Yeah,
just so much fun. Yeah, I'm working on that big project.
I knew that. Okay, sorry. Um, I'll let you guys before I. Oh, wait. First, I'm going to close the Akashic records, and then we'll talk about what we're doing. Okay. Okay. Let's as we did in the beginning. 3 deep breaths. I would like to close by thanking the light for the truth. I would like to close by thanking the light for the healing energy. And I would like to close by thanking the light for the guidance and compassion towards our soul's purpose. And with this, we lock the records of this group. The records are now closed.
Thank you,
Wow.
everybody, for staying. And, I know we didn't get a lot of questions done today, but
Yeah.
sometimes
Well,
it's just the way it goes. We
yep.
don't have, we can't say, to spirit, I'm going to answer 10 questions. We don't
Yeah.
really have control over that. They do. I mean, we work in conjunction with them, but we're not totally in control of it.
Well, next week at 2 o'clock Pacific time, 5 o'clock Eastern time on Monday, the 19th, I'll be hosting Self Love, Self Worth, and Self Acceptance with Gerald and Diana. That's always a good show.
Yep.
Uh, Tuesday, I'll be on Akashic Adventures. I'll be simulcasting because uh, Viviani will be hosting. So we
Oh,
show up for that. And at that's at 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern. And at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern, I'll be reading with Bobby Fierro on his channel, Wild Raven Tarot. That should be interesting. And I'm wondering if I'll take the Witch's Wisdom deck out for a dance.
oh,
Well, I don't know. It depends. On Wednesday, the 21st, next week's very busy for me. On Wednesday, the 21st, I'll be on at 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern with Diane G. We're doing another episode of Into the Ether, readings, healings, and clearings. And then on the 22nd, on this show at 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern, I'll be on with Jonathan Daly, and we're going to do some readings together. Yeah. So, so yeah, next week is pretty packed. for me.
Well, have fun tomorrow, Delphi.
What did she say?
Said my son will
Oh,
be here tomorrow.
guess who we gave that? Oh, okay. We've got to run too.
Yep. Have a wonderful rest of the week, what's left of it, but hopefully the weekend will be better for everybody. It's been a little
Yeah,
rough with the full moon, I think, for some people.
yeah. This was a very powerful, I felt the full moon very intensely.
Get
And
ready. Get ready for the 23rd to the it's gonna get even more interesting this month.
what's on the 23rd?
But it's just this a whole month
What's on the
is
23rd? What's on
but
the
there's a
23rd?
full, isn't there? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head because you're asking me now because I'm a little bit tired from readings, but I think there's
It's a
a
new moon is on the
new moon.
27th. The new moon is the
Yeah, but there's
27th.
something on the 23rd that's going to happen. That's going to be. They said,
Okay.
I watch several different astrologers. I like some
Oh,
better than others because they put it in plain English rather than just in a
yeah,
bunch of astrology
yeah.
jargon that most people don't understand. It gets frustrating to them. But yeah, I heard the 23rd through the 25th, and maybe even all the way through to the 6th of June, which is after my birthday. So that ought to be interesting. I'm like, I hope it's not too crazy. But right now I couldn't tell you because sometimes, when you read your logical mind, your left hemisphere that has the factual information kind of goes, really? No, not right
Yeah,
now. Go away.
yeah,
Leave me alone.
yeah, yeah. Don't need you. Go away. Yeah. Um, that's right, Maria. I signed up for this, so I'll do my best. Yep. That's
All
a
right.
real good to have.
Just take it one
Glad.
day at a time. If you can't do it one day at a time, do it 1 hour at a time. Don't
Oh, yeah,
bite off more than you think. If that's too overwhelming, then cut back and just make the time slot smaller. Just get through that and then deal with the next hour. You know, Sometimes that's what we need to do.
yeah. Stop doing that. Okay. Love you all. We'll see you
Love you
soon.
all. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.